Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, it's Saturday morning. Coffee with Melissa. How are you all today? I'm just so excited to be back from the Adirondacks and kind of recharged and rejuvenated. And I actually, while I was away, received my new card deck from Melanie Beckler, askangels.com. And it's called an intuitive oracle deck. And she's kind of left it so that if you wanted to color it yourself, you could. So I love the cardstock. Like if you were to color this, it would color very nicely with pencils. I have no control. I have no artistic ability whatsoever. So I will be leaving my deck plain unless someone takes pity on me because I cannot color. But I do have a daughter who likes to do those adult coloring books. So maybe they'll get colored. But I really just wanted to come on and touch base with you all today because I haven't been here in a week. And I know we've got some major shifts going on energetically. But honestly, guys, we missed Tuesday Tarot together. So I thought it would be fun to also come on and pull some cards because we hadn't been together in a while. But the other thing that I really wanted to come on and talk about is integrative energy therapy because yay, Rhonda, I'm so glad you're here because these energies are a lot. And I know that there's many of us, and I'm going to put myself in this category, that, sometimes we need to check in and we need to do a little bit of our own work, right? We need to make sure we're doing okay in our own inside energy, but also physically, also mentally, and also emotionally. We are these full, well-rounded beings that our human form is having a multidimensional experience. So we have many things going on. And I just wanted to really talk about integrative energy therapy because as a master instructor teacher, I'm also able to teach it. And I've got a beautiful cohort of students that are actually going to be doing the intermediate level in July. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then next year, we'll think about another cohort. But this has been kind of my first foray into teaching integrative energy therapy. And, one of the things about learning it as well as getting a session is that you're in the energy of the angels, the 9 archangels that are a part of integrative energy therapy. So you're not doing this. You're not really doing anything. You're really facilitating the angels, the higher vibrational frequencies to come into your energy field and root out what people need. Because sometimes we don't know what we need. Sometimes we don't know what we're holding on to. We don't know what's holding us down. I know for myself, I came to IET with the need to overcome some hurdles, some challenges I couldn't get over on myself. So it was one of those things where I needed help. I had done talk therapy. I had done other energy modalities, and I still was stuck. I was still having real fear and blockage around taking the next step in my own life. And so that was what I needed to do for myself, was I needed to learn how to overcome my own fear. I just sat down the other day, actually last night, to start another project that I'll be bringing to all of you in the next few months, a few months. I think it's not going to take me that long because it's going well, but putting myself out there in a new way. And I'm really, really scared. And that fear really was like literally, guys, I'm sitting at my desk with my computer by myself. And to start this project, I wanted to cry. I wanted to just unleash sobbing. And I was like, why am I feeling this stumpage? Why am I feeling this stoppage? Why am I feeling this blockage? Because sometimes we don't know what is blocking us. We don't know what has caused that feeling. We don't know why we're being triggered. Because sometimes our triggers are those very deep-seated early emotions and early ways in which we can't overcome on our own. So it does use the violet angelic energy ray as brought to us through the 9 healing angels of the energy field to work directly with your 12-strand spiritual DNA. And one of the things that I'm going to be bringing to you in this course that I'm putting together is that that's what's going on right now, is our spiritual DNA is being awakened. And that's why so many people are starting to feel different, starting to feel energy different, starting to be able to recognize where they're blocking or where they're feeling blocked and how they're getting triggered. And that's what IET can help you do, is to help you root out those blockages. So Rhonda, would you be willing? Thank you, Cynthia. A good cry is cleansing. Would either one of you ladies want to come on camera with me and talk about your IET experience? You can raise your hand or just let me know in your chat, and I will send you the link and you can join us. I would love to get somebody else's perspective on this. Oh, thank you, Rhonda. Good luck. Good luck on that deck staining. Oh, awesome, Karen. Heading out to the forge shortly. Yeah, get out into nature. Feel good. Absolutely. So that is what I've been, really loving my inner. No worry, Rhonda. No worry. Oh, you've experienced everything I said too. No worries, Cynthia. No worries. She's like, not visually. No worries. No worries. But thank you, ladies, for your kind words. I absolutely appreciate that. I really do. So one of the things that I wanted to do, I love that, Cynthia. You're like, not visually. I get it. I get it. I get it. Good morning, Darlene. Good morning. So that's really what I wanted to talk about today was, where are you blocked? Where are you stumped? And do you have questions about if IET could help you? And, ask me your questions and let's have a conversation, because I know that for many of us, we're ready to get out of our own way. For many of us, we're ready to take on new challenges, have new experiences, and we can't do that if we're playing in the old energy. If we're playing in those fears, those dramas and traumas that are holding us back. One of the things that IET talks about are the issues in your tissues, because one of the things that I've learned is we hold on to our traumas and dramas. We hold on to whatever the emotional impact was from whatever the trauma was. And that's what we hold on to in our physical body, the issues in your tissues. That emotion, that feeling gets locked in at the cellular level. And that's where we have to go in and ask the angels to transmute or transform that energy. Because remember, energy can't be destroyed. We have to do something with it. And that's why so many people get so frustrated with, not being able to move in their own lives, because they're not recognizing that what happened to them a really long time ago, even if they can't remember it, that emotion, that feeling is still locked into their cellular memory. And it's that emotion that is blocking them from moving forward. Manifestation, the law of attraction, about 10 years ago, everything was law of attraction, manifest, manifest, manifest. And yes, it's very true. But if you're blocked emotionally from being able to experience love, joy, gratitude, compassion, safety, stability, power, being empowered. If you can't get into that high vibrational frequency, you can't manifest. And for many of us, we don't realize that we're not able to manifest because we're holding on to these traumas and dramas at the cellular memory. So even though we're thinking positively, even though we're acting positively, we're envisioning, we're doing our vision boards, things still aren't coming into our experience. And that's because we're locked into that trauma or drama in our cells, in our brain, in our mental body, it's not safe for me to take that step. It's not safe for me to feel good. It's not safe for me to go in a direction that I want, because in some way you were shut down very early. And for some of us, it has been abusive situations. For many of us, it has been real trauma, whether you were raised in an physically abusive household, whether you have been affected by emotional abuse or sexual abuse, whether you've been affected by addiction. Many of us, trying to relieve our own inner demons, we get caught up in addictive patterns, whether it's eating, sugar, sex, alcohol, drugs, whatever it is you're using to make yourself feel better that you can't let go of. That's an addiction. Thank you, Cynthia. IET definitely clears blockages. Yeah, it really does. I couldn't sit here and have this great conversation with all of you a year ago because I would have been like, who, me? Oh my gosh. And all of my triggers would have been coming up because I'd been told over and over and over again in my life to sit down and be quiet, right? Don't speak, don't talk, don't share. You're too much. You're doing too much. You're too loud. You're too this. You're too that. And so I wouldn't have been able to sit here and have this conversation with you and be comfortable with it. Maybe I would have had it, but I would have been like, and you would have seen it. You would have seen the fear. You would have seen the anxiety. It would have been bad. Good morning, Mandy. So that's why I wanted to come on and talk about this with all of you today, because this is a modality that you don't really have to do anything. We're going to let the angels facilitate the healing. We're going to let the angels transmute those old traumas to integrate back in support, whatever that support looks like, whether that's safety, stability, self-love, empowerment. Many of us have a lot of root chakra, sacral chakra, that those lower three blockages, because at some point, it was ingrained in us to play small. And that's not how we're going to get where we want to go in our life today. Now we want to play big. We want to have the big career. We want to have the financial freedom. We want to have the big love. But we can't do that if we keep playing small. And for many of us, we were taught to play small because we needed to stay safe and stable. We needed to feel like we were loved by our family, by our core family members. Even if, again, that wasn't a healthy relationship. For many of us, we've had very trauma-filled parents, whether they were narcissistic, whether they were abusive, whatever they were. And I never want to demonize these people because something made them that way too, right? But now we want to heal from it. Now we don't want to take it on. And for some of us, we've come into this lifetime to heal those generational patterns. And that's what IET helps with, really rooting out those issues in the tissues from yourself and from what you've brought into this life and from what you've gained in this life. And so I wanted to I'm going to actually read some of the testimonials that I've gotten from beautiful souls that have been on this journey with me. All right, so let's start with I'm going to start with Chris. And honestly, Chris was one of my very first IET facilitated sessions. She is a beautiful woman who allowed me to kind of be one of my first clients. So for her to write me a testimonial was really, really huge for me. And she writes, when I went for my initial IET session, I wasn't really sure what to expect. I would explain the actual treatment similar to a Reiki session, very relaxing. What I did not expect was the physical and emotional changes following the initial session. The only way I can describe it is the next morning I woke up both physically and emotionally feeling light and had an unbelievable sense of peace and calm. Just one session has had such an impact on my life. I can't wait for my next session. Thank you, Melissa, for introducing me to IET. So this is how profound these sessions are. And like I said, it's not a one and done, but each session is going to take you a layer into your traumas and dramas. We're very much like these onions that have to be peeled away. layers upon layers of trauma, layer upon layers of drama and issues in our tissues and all the things we're holding on to. And so it takes, session after session to really kind of move yourself through healing. And for me, it was overcoming those hurdles. And so it was, 3 or 4 sessions in that I was like, oh, that hurdle has been overcome, because I had done enough transforming with the angels to understand and what I was releasing. And what I loved about it is I hear this comment all the time that after a session, people feel light. Well, that's not surprising, because you've got 9 archangels, very high vibrational 5th dimensional beings coming into your energy field, and their lightness is transforming your heaviness. So as they're releasing and transmuting and integrating in that positivity, which is lighter energy than the dense energy they're taking out of you, you're going to feel lighter. You're going to feel a lot of relief. And, it's funny, because I was actually just commenting on a woman the other day. We've done many, many sessions, and I was looking at a picture of hers on Facebook. She looked radiant. And I was like, wow, she doesn't look angry. She doesn't look closed in. She doesn't look sad. She doesn't look like she hates the world anymore. She looks like, whew, things are better. Things are good. I've got this. And I love that about IET, that you can absolutely impact your life with just partnering with the angels to say, I'm ready. I'm ready to move through what's holding me back. I'm ready to let go of those old fears, the grief. For some people, I do have people that come to me who have been through, a lot of loss, and they're holding on to the grief, because grief is a process. And if you don't move through the stages, of course, it gets embedded in you, right? And that embedded, those issues in your tissues, that cellular level of that grief being in there, like, you have to transform it. You have to transmute it. You have to say, please take this from me and bring me in the stability and the knowingness that I'm okay. The knowingness that everything is, this person has crossed over. Yes, this loss is there. And for some people, it's not a physical loss. For some people, it's the loss of a relationship. They're grieving the loss of a relationship. What they thought was going to be didn't end up being. And so now they have to heal themselves so that they can move into a new relationship without taking the baggage of this relationship with them. So that is why I love this modality, because you can really learn to love yourself in a way that those old relationships, those old hurts don't go with you as you move forward. All right, let's see what else we've got here. Stephanie. In June, I took this. I have had the pleasure of receiving an experienced IET session with Melissa. You absolutely have to try this soon, she put in quotes. I have some handouts at the shop if anyone's interested. So Stephanie Powers is from the Eclectic Hedge in Weedsport. If you haven't checked out her website, eclectichedge.com, or stopped in her shop at Weedsport, please do. She is truly gifted. I gained so much insight from her course and have even gained new friendships in my classmates. I consider Melissa a friend and a mentor. Check her out and you will be thankful you did. So the IET session with her, I've had, let's see. So basically, she doesn't really tell me but she gained insight. So her IET session really helped her. And I know that she's also spoken to me about it since. And that it's really opened her up to receive her medium abilities. In her, she does Reiki, and she's also in my cohort for IET. In her sessions, she's able to now get messages from crossed over loved ones, because she was able to kind of clean up the channel so she can receive messages from her guides and also crossed over loved ones. So she's really, really enjoying the IET experience and is on this road with me for just opening up her spirituality and her gifts. So if you're someone that is looking to really open up your intuitive gifts, IET, because We are very dense, heavy beings, and that's why we feel lighter after a session, because they come in and they lighten us. And what that does is that allows us to raise our vibrational frequency higher than we can on our own, to get in connection with your team of guides, angels, and ascended masters. So if you're someone that's looking to step into your intuition or develop your mediumship, and I teach the evidential mediumship class, which is coming in August. IET is going to help you to transmute and transform that old energy, that stuck dense energy that's keeping you very dense. So it's very hard for you to raise your vibrational frequency in a way that you can receive your messages, to be able to receive them so that you can trust and act on them. And so that's what has happened for Stephanie. And also, I know Caitlin has sent me a beautiful testimonial that we may get to, but if we don't, she also had a similar experience where she was laying in bed and she heard her grandfather. So her clairaudience was opening up. So if you're really looking to open up your gifts, your spirit senses, your psychic senses, then I would say definitely look into an IET journey where you are really transmuting those dense energies of fear into positivity, feeling empowered, and getting closer into compassion and love frequency so that you can really receive those, the information in a way that you can trust and act on it. Absolutely. Cynthia says, clearing the blockages has helped my physical conditions, which has been huge for me. Oh my gosh, Cynthia, that is absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal. You know, and you're not the only one that I have heard this from. I've had people who have had a lot of anxiety kind of relieved. Again, I'm not a medical professional, and please check with your doctor for any medical advice. But I will say that I have had people have come back and told me that it has helped with their physical situations, and it's also helped with emotional and mental situations of anxiety, and really being able to feel like they're able. And so Johanna sent me a beautiful, I had an IET session with Melissa L. Watkins today, and I feel wonderfully cleared, complexly cleaned, and powerfully energized. I highly recommend her healing services as they are tangibly profound. So that was Johanna from Rochester, and I absolutely thank you. And if you guys saw my graphic for the event that I'm having on Thursday night, that's free. So if you want to join me on Thursday night, RSVP at the events tab at guidance311.com. It's free. Come join us. That was Johanna's artwork on that post. So she does beautiful high vibrational frequency channeled artwork that is coming from the higher dimensions. So please check her out if you haven't had a chance to. And I'm actually using a lot of her artwork in the course that I'll be putting out in a couple of months, which I'm going to actually blog about and kind of let you guys go with me on the journey of putting this out, because it will be a purchasable course. It'll be something that you can take for yourself and do at your leisure. And then if you wanted to take one of my in-person courses, you would have the foundation. So really looking forward to doing that for all of you. But yeah, I've heard this before, that people feel energized because, again, they're lightening your field, your auric field, your chakra systems, your meridians. That we're going to get in there and we're going to transform all of this energy that's really stuck at your core level. So IET is profound, guys. And I am absolutely loving it. I'm loving teaching it. And I just wanted to share that with you today, because I think that for those of you that are ready, you're ready to feel lighter. You're ready to have things flow in your life. You're ready to stop striving and driving and trying to make things happen. This is the modality for you. This is the modality for you. Oh, I love it, Cynthia. I love it. So Cynthia thank you so much. I've had 2 sessions with Melissa, creating a closer connection with my spirit guides, which is key to overcoming emotional and physical blockages. So thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. All right. So I am going to pull some cards. So let's see. So for those of you who maybe have been here and had to go and do other things, that's okay. If you're just catching this on the replay, please #replay. Absolutely. But I wanted to be here with you guys today because I missed y'all. And then we missed Tarot Tuesday, and I got this new deck. So I thought it would be a great way in which to get together. All right, so let's pull one for Rhonda. Thank you. I'm happy to be back. Oh, Rhonda, cross the great waters. A big undertaking, time for action, new possibilities. Look at that. Yeah, it's time to get going. It's time to cross great waters, which are big stumbling blocks. So it is time. It is time to really say whatever's holding you back, whatever you've been stumbling over, it's time to just walk over it, to, invoke your team of guides, angels, and ascended masters and say, please help me with this challenge or this obstacle, because I'm ready to go. I'm ready to take a leap. I'm ready to let go of what is holding me back, what is blocking me. I'm ready to move into this new time, because look at this portal on this card is really making me feel, Rhonda, that it's time to come out of the old energy and come into the new energy, which is high vibrational frequency energy, which is about working with your team of guides, angels, and ascended masters and say, I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to go. I'm ready for you to bring me that which is for me. And I'm going to take the step. I'm ready to take the step. So it's not about holding yourself back anymore. It's about just moving forward. And whoever isn't with you on that journey, that's okay. They may catch up or they may not, but it is time for you to go. So thank you for being here with me this morning. Hey, Cynthia. Good morning. Hey, Cynthia. Cynthia, time to simplify. Keep it simple. Find your flow state. Choose joy and ease. Yes. Joy and ease, very high. Joy is one of the highest vibrational frequencies. It's right up there with love. So if you're down, if you're not feeling good, if things don't feel like they're flowing in your life, get into joy. Find something joyful to do. Cry it out, have your moment, and then go find something that brings you joy, because what you need to do is raise your vibrational frequency so that you can keep manifesting your life. You can keep having what you want. And so getting into joy, finding that relaxation, finding that ease, not striving and driving, not pushing, just knowing that where you are is right where you need to be. Sometimes one of the hardest things we do is have to accept where we are is where we need to be. And I'm going through that myself, Cynthia, so you're not alone. Why aren't things a little easier right now? Well, they're not easier right now because I've got work to do. And if it was easy, I wouldn't be doing the work. So that's what's going on with me. And if that's what's going on with you, then it's time to get to work, but in a way that feels like it's flowing. You're not pushing it. You're not making it harder than it needs to be. You are simplifying and allowing things to show up. All right. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. All right. Hey, Karen. Hey. How are you? All right, guys, I need to duck over here. I'll be right back. Sorry, my allergies. All right, let's see what we've got for Karen. Yeah, I actually talked about how IET yesterday. If you didn't watch the daily guidance, I talked about how it really helped me being with my family on vacation, and that I wasn't triggered because I don't have those triggers anymore. And I kind of felt like there was a couple times where people were trying to trigger me, and I'm just not that person anymore. So guys, if you're ready to really transform your life so that you can live in ease and joy, working with the angels. Way shower. Don't lead, don't follow. Pave a new way. Embrace new possibilities. So there it is, Karen. You've had a lot of change, honey. You've had a lot of things not working out or things changing, and maybe it didn't feel good and maybe it was unexpected. But now it is time for you to pave a new way. Take that love, take those emotions, and embrace them. Embrace them so that you can take them into your new possibilities. You can take them into where you're going. You know, when someone crosses over, and Karen's had quite a bit of that. I hope I'm not saying anything I shouldn't. But what I will say, Karen, is that the love doesn't die. The love doesn't diminish just because your physical form has crossed over to the other side. The love is still with you. The love is still in your heart. They're still with you, guiding you, nudging you, and they're not going anywhere. And they're sending you so much love every day, and real gratitude for the care that you gave them, how you took care of them, and that you were there for them, that you didn't give up on them, that you didn't lose your cool with them, that you were just there for them. And now it's time for you to move forward in a way that's going to help you feel empowered. I'm just feeling like it's now time for you to go in the direction that lights you up. It's not about going into the old. It's not about doing anything that you've already done. It's about going forward, going into the new. So I hope that resonates. Thank you for being here. Perfect. Take it. Perfect. Yes, take the time. You know, many people think they have to just go on, and they don't take the time. And it's important to take the time because even though we understand they're on the other side, even though we can feel their love on this side, we still want to put our arms around them. We still want to hear their voice. And that's the part we're grieving. So absolutely, honey. Absolutely. Hey, Darlene. Guidance from spirit, awareness above your head. Spirit is communicating support. So what this is telling me is you've got spirit all around you, and they're giving you guidance. And getting quiet, Darlene, grounding, and just opening yourself up to receiving the nudges, the thoughts, the dreams, that voice that isn't yours. And know that that guidance that's coming through is for you. You know, honey, I'm getting this sense of they're just wanting you to know that everything's going to be okay. That whatever the trial or tribulation is, and for some reason I'm feeling like it's around a male energy, they're going to get through it. They're going to overcome it. It's going to be okay. I feel like they're going to heal. I feel like it might even be like a physical ailment. But it's going to get better, and it's going to be okay. And so allow spirit to come in and wrap you up in their love and support so that when you're feeling down, when you're feeling low, when you're feeling like you don't know what to do or how to get through this next step, that they're there with you, supporting you and loving you and helping you feel the support and know maybe what next step to take or how to move forward. But yeah, it just feels like everything's going to work out. It just may take some time. All right. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Good morning, Mandy. Good morning. Let's see what we've got from Miss Mandy. Oh, guys, I totally forgot to mention, just for the next 5 or 6 days, 5 days. For the next 5 days, the coupon code June 2022 is still valid for an IET session, one session for 25% off. So if you're someone that can't fit in the session in the next 5 days, that's okay. Book it now. You can book it out, but the coupon is good for the next 5 days. All right, so. Oh, all right. So, Mandy, yours need an extra shuffle here. Listen. Quiet mental chatter, receptivity, inner voice of guidance. So yes, it feels like spirit is nudging you, your spirit guides, your higher self Okay. So you are getting nudges. You are getting inspiration, spirit inspired action, but you got to quiet yourself. And so really getting into a practice of 5 or 10 minutes a day of sitting quietly, listening to the fan, listening to the air conditioner hum, getting outside and listening to the birds, and really focusing on that sound and not letting any thought intrude. Just really getting quiet within your mental body. And it takes practice. It really does. But practicing 5 to 10 minutes a day really helps you to be able to get into what spirit is bringing you, the nudges, the inspiration, the guidance. All right. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Good morning, Nathan. Good morning, Lori. Miss K, hello, hello, hello. I also have the package, which is $100 off 3 sessions. And that's also in the, once you get to the checkout, once you are in the process of like booking your first session, in the payment option, there's a plan, and the plan is the 3 months. So that is there for you also. Journeying. Oh my gosh, Miss K. Seek out new perspectives. Take a trip. Cultivate openness. Yeah, I feel like this is about, honey, you journeying into new perspectives, getting out of your own way, doing what you need to do for yourself, but really, and if you can't get a new perspective on a situation, I would say call out to that person, that spirit guide, call out to that physical person that, use discernment, people who love you authentically or have your back, not someone who has an agenda or a self-serving interest in your choices and decisions, but someone who just loves you to love you. Maybe they'll have a perspective that will help you on your journey as you move forward. Because it does feel like, this doesn't feel like a physical trip, Ms. K. This feels like an inner trip, a spiritual awakening trip. This feels like you're moving through getting into connection with yourself in a way that is taking you on new journeys, new roads, new avenues, new really learning to trust and act on your intuition. And it's a practice, and it takes time. And getting into connection with your spirit guides, your highest self, is going to make all the difference. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Good morning, Nathan. Good morning. Nathan, here's one flying. You're welcome. Cross the great waters, a big undertaking, time for action, new possibilities. Wow. Okay. Nathan, for me in this card with you, has a lot of energy around it. I feel like it's time to get moving, like go, like fast moving energy, swift moving energy, go, go, go. So whatever you've been maybe a little procrastinating on, or maybe you've been not sure of, it's just time to go. Like put your head down and go. I feel like this is your sign that yes, this is the thing, or yeah, this is the thing. Yes, take action. All right. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I have Capricorn in my energy too. So we are the doers, and it is time to do. So wherever you're feeling trepidation, wherever you're feeling unsure, I think this is your sign. This is a sign from Spirit saying, let it go, move. You're welcome. Hey, Lori, how are you? Good morning, honey. Creativity. Express yourself, create, anchor inspiration from Spirit. Yes. So express yourself, whatever form that looks like, Lori, express yourself. Maybe it's not written form, maybe it's not art, but maybe it's speaking. Maybe it's putting your words out, whether that's, again, writing, speaking, doing lives, whatever, but really kind of allowing your light to shine, expressing yourself in whatever way works for you, but to do it. Don't hold yourself back. Don't hold yourself back. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. I don't know why I have a frog in my throat. Good morning, Lori. Good morning. Thank you for being here. So thank you for allowing me to talk about my IET, because I just love it so much. And if you're someone that's looking to book a session, don't forget to use the June 2022 code to get the 25% off. And if you're someone that's looking to be on an IET healing journey because your blocks are big or you're really feeling like you need the support, look at the package deal. Lori, you have everyday magic, cultivate magic in the mundane, daily spirituality, mindfulness. Getting mindful, honey. Taking time, being present is what I'm feeling for you. It feels like maybe you're going in a million different directions all the time and you're not filling up your own cup. And by being simply mindful and having a daily spirituality practice, even if it's 5 minutes of meditation or it's something you do self-care every day, whatever it is, all right, it's time for you to fill up your own cup, because only then can you really start to manifest what you want and to have the experiences and the people that you want flowing into your life. But when you're giving from an empty cup, you are putting yourself in a negative deficit and you're actually drawing to you the things you don't want. All right. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Hey, Jacqueline. Hello, hello, hello. Nature is calling. Reconnect with nature. Refresh your senses. Honor the season. And I feel like this is really about a lot of the solstice energy for you, honoring what you need at this time, making sure you're getting out when you need to, making sure you're taking the steps that you're being made to take. But I feel like reconnecting with nature, refreshing your senses, it's about really coming into who you truly are at the soul level and sharing that with the world. And so sometimes when you're sharing yourself, you have to take a step back. And I feel like, Jacqueline, that's going to make a huge difference for yourself. Taking that step back, just as I did for the 4 days this past week, made a huge difference. I came back and really started a big project that just really flowed because I was in the right mindset. I was in the right energy for it. I wasn't tired. I wasn't frustrated. I was terrified, but I worked through it. So thank you, Lori. I'm glad it did. I'm so glad it did, honey. So guys, I'm going to leave it right there right now. You know how to get a hold of me. Guidance311.com. If you haven't grabbed my app, please do. My app looks like that. Looks like you can put my Guidance 311 right on your home screen. You're going to actually download Spaces by Wix, and you're going to get it from there. And all that information is on the website, and it's also in the description box for my daily guidance. Awesome, Jacqueline. Awesome. So guys, we got a lot of good things going on. And please be on the lookout. We definitely have birthday month coming up in July. Every year I've done some kind of discount for my birthday month. So the birthday bonanza will be coming. If you're someone that has my app, you have the information. So I am going to start using the app as kind of a letting people in to what I'm doing. a little ahead of time, so you'll be in the know. And also giving other snippets of guidance, whether they're channeled messages or inspiration I'm receiving from Spirit. I'll be also sharing that on my app. So lots of good things going on. I knew this was going to be a big year, and it's just continuing to get bigger and bigger as I go. So really excited that you're all here with me. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. I had a beautiful, just overwhelmed, just really overwhelmed. On my I was highly recommended, and that just means so much to me. That so I have a highly recommended rating from a platform, Alignable. So I'm just, everything's going so super well, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for being here with me, and just trying to give back as much as I can. I really am. So stay tuned, and we'll be back. Have a beautiful rest of your Saturday. Enjoy your day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.